Okay, guys, here we go. So, little crazy. It kind of maybe she wants her little TV time too. Say hi. Okay, so nothing similar had happened to them in the 23 years of them owning the house. So, like I said, Miss Woods, Andrea had just thrown the letter out. The couples did reach out to the police, and the police had told them to kind of keep it under wraps, keep it to themselves, um, and tell no one, not even the neighbors, because at that point everyone was a suspect. Um, anyone could, it could be anybody. Um, Needless to say, they were in a constant state of paranoia and fear, as I would be. Um, it's pretty crazy, pretty scary, right? Pretty crazy, pretty scary. So 2 weeks after the first letter, came another. This time, it addressed the couple by name, which makes me think that he's getting close enough to hear them, or something like that. Like he's getting close enough to hear the way they talk to each other or something. Also, he seemed to brag about knowing more info about the children, knowing their nicknames. I'm guessing maybe Maria must have been calling out to them, hey kids, time for dinner, so and so, blah, 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 that sort of thing. Um, yeah. And he was close enough to hear that. So that's pretty scary in itself, right? Right, babes? Yeah. Um, the watcher also commented that he had seen one of their children drawing on an enclosed porch, stating in the letter, is she the artist in the family? Um, that's scary. That really scares me. Somebody's watching my daughter, knowing that she's drawing, asking me weird questions like that hits home. It hits my heart. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It really kind of just turns my stomach. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. I knew it. I knew it was coming. So, in the letter, he mentions where the children will be sleeping. Are they sleeping upstairs? Are they sleeping downstairs? Are they sleeping close enough for you to hear them scream? Like, this person is totally psycho, in my opinion. Totally, completely. Um, and it makes me just want to figure out who it is so I can street justice? I don't know. It also goes on to say that all the windows and doors allows him to track them with ease. He also stated that he is the watcher of 657 Boulevard for the betterment of 2 decades, and the Woods family turned it over to them. It was their time to move on and kindly sold it when he asked them to. Like, WTF is that? Because when the two families had talked about it, um, you know, they had never mentioned anything about getting more than that one letter right before they moved out. So, where's what's going on with that? Um, he ends it in, have a happy moving day. You know I'll be watching. Um, so the letter did suggest that the watcher had asked about the Woodses to move out. Um, and like I said, it does go against what they had said about not having any contact besides that one specific letter. So is he just saying it to say it, or was there more contact and they just didn't want to say anything? Um, at that point, Derek and Maria had stopped bringing the kids to the house when they went there. They at that point they were no longer sure that they wanted to move in at all. And honestly, I would have thought that long beforehand. So the lack of visiting prompted another letter, and this one just said, "Where have you gone to? 657 Boulevard is missing you." Um, that was pretty much how that was. After a year of the investigation being open with no leads, Derek and Maria had depression, not to mention some PTSD, which I can completely understand. 6 months after the letters um, first started arriving, that the family did decide to sell the home, which was quite a difficult task with all the stories and the rumors circling around. Um, like at that point, who would really want to move in if they knew all that? The Broadduses considered selling the house to a developer who would then split the property into two lots. Um, but had the excuse me, board denied their request because each plot would be 3 feet too small for the mandated size in the neighborhood. So, like, what do you do? And 3 feet each plot too small, I feel like is kind of like nitpicking, but what do I know, right? Um, in 2015, during Christmas, there were the families who were against the Broadduses' attempt to split the property received a threatening letter signed "Friends of the Broaddus Family." I'm not really sure what the threatening letters included. I might dig into that a little bit more, and in a future episode, I'd let you guys know. In the spring of 2016, the Broaddus family found another family to rent the home from them. There was an exception, um, that they were allowed that they would be allowed to move out if a letter arrived. And in 2 weeks, the house received a letter addressed to the vile and spiteful Derek and his wench of a wife, Maria. um, Pretty nasty, if you ask me. Um, what a talker. Um, this letter threatened the tenants in many ways, like car accidents, illnesses, the killing of pets, which is really messed up. And it could have even went further, and it's just not saying. Um, and it also stated about he was kind of boasting, like how the Watcher had won, and all hail the Watcher. The letter did not deter these tenants, though, as they agreed to stay as long as the Broadduses used more surveillance and installed more surveillance, and they agreed to do so. In July of 2019, 657 Boulevard sold for 959,000. The Broadduses family took a $400,000 loss on that, and as of now, the new owners have not reported any letters coming in. So, what do you guys think? There was a theory um, that Derek brought up about a neighbor, Michael Langford. The police did interrogate him. They did do a DNA that was not a match. So Michael Langford was definitely cleared on that. It had nothing to do with him. I think he was taking care of a mother or someone who had passed, and I guess Derek was, I don't know. I mean, some also speculated that the Watcher was someone that the Broadduses invented themselves. Um, some found it suspicious that they upgraded from, I think it was like a $300,000 home to an $800,000 home to a whopping $1.3 million home. And also, they were doing all these renovations to a home that they weren't going to move into. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just speculation. Also, remember the threatening letters that were sent to the people who denied the request to split um, the lot? It turns out that Derek did write those letters. He said that it was because he had been denied, um, to split the plot, and with everything that had been going on, with everyone knowing everything and everything the family had been through, he felt that it was kind of harsh for them to not split the plot into two, or, you know, there are people who argue this. I mean, some would say, who would send letters like this and why? And, they did have serious mental anguish and trauma. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. I mean, this story is totally crazy. I'm not really sure what to think. I also had done some digging on it, and it kind of connects to something else that I had seen, but I'm not quite sure if it does or not. I'm not sure if it fits. Um, but I'm still kind of looking into it. But that's the story about the Watcher and 657 Boulevard. Like I said, please keep your comments kind if you have any. And please be sure to check me out again. Ain't little crazy, right? We never know what's going to go on here, right? um, could be something paranormal coming up. I was thinking about doing a visit to Gettysburg and seeing what I might capture, paranormal wise. But also, there's definitely going to be some more true crime stories coming up. Um, but yeah, please hit the like and subscribe button. I definitely enjoy doing this for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it too. So, all right, thanks, and say bye bye. You say bye? There you go. Say bye bye. All right, thanks, guys. See ya.